Louisiana's 2nd Congressional District contains nearly all of the city of New Orleans and stretches west and north to Baton Rouge. The district is currently vacant, with Democrat Troy Carter designated to hold the seat after winning a special election on April 24, 2021. It was last represented by Democrat Cedric Richmond. A special election was held on March 20, 2021 following Richmond's appointment as senior advisor to President Joe Biden. Louisiana gained a 2nd district in 1823 as part of the 18th United States Congress. At first it comprised New Orleans and significant populations from surrounding areas. With the growth of population in the urban area, the current district is located mostly within the city of New Orleans. Since the late 19th century, this has been historically among the most safely Democratic seats in the country, for sharply opposing reasons. During Reconstruction, most African Americans affiliated with the Republican Party and, as a majority, elected Republicans from this district. White Democrats regained control of the district in 1891, when voter suppression of Republicans was rampant. In 1898, the Democratic-dominated state legislature had disenfranchised most blacks in the state through provisions of a new state constitution that raised barriers to voter registration, such as poll taxes and subjective literacy tests. The Democrats had maintained the political exclusion of blacks for decades. Like most congressional districts in the South, this district consistently voted Democratic from the late 19th century until the late 1960s. Because the voters during that time were nearly all white Democrats, such Democrats created what was known as the Solid South in Congress, exercising power beyond their proportion of the electorate. From the 1960s onward, however, white conservatives began splitting their tickets and voting Republican, gradually switching outright to the GOP. At the same time, black voters regained the franchise and lent their support to Democrats. Since 1984, the district has been drawn as a black majority district. In 2008, after a federal grand jury indicted 9-term incumbent Congressman William J. Jefferson on 16 felony charges related to corruption the year prior, Joseph Cow was elected as the first Republican to represent the 2nd Congressional District and most of New Orleans in more than a century. Cow was the first Vietnamese American U.S. representative elected in the country. He was the only Republican in the 111th Congress to represent a district with a predominantly African American population. Cow was heavily defeated in 2010 by State Representative Cedric Richmond, and the district reverted to its Democratic ways. Richmond defeated nominal Republican challengers in 2012 and 2020, and no Republican even filed from 2014 to 2018, for most of the period from 1983 to 2013. This district contained nearly all of the city of New Orleans, and some of its suburbs. In 2003, it was pushed into the West Bank portion of Jefferson Parish and South Kenner, which have a higher proportion of white residents. After the 2010 census, the legislature pushed the 2nd slightly to the west, picking up a portion of Baton Rouge essentially. Most of the capital's majority black precincts. Coordinates: 30 degrees 02, 48, N 90 degrees 34, 07, W, 30.04667 degrees north 90.568661 degrees west, 30.04667, minus 90.56861.